Earlier this week, I was browsing the top paid apps on the App Store and I came across this game called Pocket City. Now, I've always been a huge fan of SimCity and games like SimCity, so I was really intrigued when I saw this game. So I went ahead and purchased it and I absolutely love it. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how the game works, the mechanics behind the game, some of the features, and also an overall review of this game. So without further ado, let's get started. So when you open up Pocket City for the first time, you only see two options, and you also see on the top right an orientation button which lets you change it to portrait mode or to landscape. For now, let's go for the landscape since I'm on the iPad. So I'm actually going to start off with Sandbox Mode first, just because I want to show you guys how the different zones and all that good stuff works without having any limitations. So let's go ahead and press Sandbox Mode. Now it automatically generated a new area. If I don't like this area, I can go ahead and say no, and it generates a new one. And then when I finally like the area, this one looks good, I'm going to go ahead and press yes, that it's good to go. So everybody starts off with a town hall over here. On the top left, you see that there is a sandbox icon along with a city. So when you click that, you can see Welcome to Ginger City, which is the automatic name it made. You can also change the name too, which is $10,000. This is Sandbox Mode, so you have unlimited money. On the left underneath that is the money that you actually have. So in this case, it's $999,999. And then underneath that is the amount of people that are in the town currently. Right next to that are three bars. So you have the residential, commercial, and industrial. When you're playing the actual scenario mode, these zone demands actually fluctuate. The higher the bar, the more demand for the zone. Under the view tab, you have zones, water, power, traffic, environment, crime, based on what you want to see. You also have the stats menu, which shows you all the different stats, your income, your population, your happiness, and a whole bunch of in-depth tools there. You can also go into cash, traffic, and goods. So in cash, you can set here is where you set your sales tax, your income tax, your property tax, where you can take out bank loans. Under traffic zone, you have your congestion accessibility percentages. And then in goods, you have the food, materials, and natural resources and how much money you're getting from these things. We'll skip build for now. Quests right now is not highlighted because we're not playing a scenario mode, but in quests is where you get all different kinds of scenarios, which are actually a lot of fun. Events, you can do a block party, fireworks, street race, rocket launch for all of your town. You can actually set disasters just like in SimCity. You can set a report which shows you all the different reports for all the disasters that's occurred, and then you have options available as well. So now that we talked about the icon options, let's go ahead and press build. Now build, you have resources, services, leisure, road, zones, and demolish. So let's go ahead and make a road around our town hall. And say yes. Let's make a road a little bit bigger. And let's say have it go all the way around like that. So now we have that. Now let's also put some roads in the middle so we can do it by zones. So as you can see, building roads is super easy. All you do is just drag it based off of that. So let's go ahead and make some zones. So you have three different zones. You have residential, commercial, and industrial. So we're gonna set this zone right over here to residential. I would say I wanna drag this out a little bit. Can do that. I say yes. And that's it, starting to build. Now we're gonna build some other zones. We're gonna do commercial. Let's put it all the way around here. Drag this out. Let's build another zone, industrial. We'll do that over here. And now, as you can see, there's a lot of things going on right now. So we're just gonna go ahead and first of all, build some resources. We need a power plant. So let's go ahead and build a solar power plant. Let's do it right over here, which needs to be placed on a desert. Now we also need to make another resource. We need water. Put a water pumping station. Put it right here. And now our town has, looks like we need a road there. So let's put this around like that. Oh. There is no way to undo, unfortunately, so we're gonna have to just rebuild that. There we go. Now our town has water and electricity. And if you saw earlier, there was some kind of fire going on over here. So that's why you need to build in services a fire department, build a police station, build a hospital. So that covers the 3 big services. You also need institutions, so you can do a bank, school, university, research lab, manufacturing lab, drone depot, traffic control, sky railroad stations, bus depots, bus stops, parking garage, airports, party DJ, rocket stations, and more. Now, leisure is all the fun things that you can put into your city. You can do a small park, beaches, trees, larger parks, campgrounds, zoos, marinas. If you go into the fun tab, you can put in theaters, art galleries, aquariums, Ferris wheel stadiums, virtual reality arcades. Landmarks, you have a whole bunch of different landmarks, just like SimCity, and that's leisures. So back to zones, since we are in the sandbox mode, you can actually change things to water if we wanted to over here. As you can see, this map is huge and you can really expand it to whatever you want it to be and really enjoy this this game. Let's go to settings on the top right. So here you can see the automatic saves that you have right now. So if you want to go back, you can actually go back too if you wanted to. You can have your cities. The city is, remember, the scenario games, and then sandbox cities are over here, which is what we just made. So you can also upload saves. So unfortunately, it does not have iCloud Sync through Game Center, so you actually have to upload it from each device to transfer it over to your other device. So that's kind of the upsetting thing. Here you can add downloaded cities to My Cities, screen modes change, you can change your resolution. So that is sandbox mode. For the scenario mode, I'm going to show you a game that I've already made and that I've been using on my iPhone. So this is a city that I've been working on in the actual scenario mode. As you can see in the scenario mode, you have to actually purchase land in order to expand. Now we can actually show you the quest side. So here you have all different kinds of quests that you can do. Grow local, it's build a farm to reduce import costs, Grand Theft Auto, stop a thug from stealing a vehicle, treasure hunter, getting crowded, so reaching a population of 4,000, surviving a tornado, yoga to be kidding me, which means find and zoom in on a citizen doing yoga. So as you can see, there's a whole bunch of different fun little scenarios in here. I didn't want to go too much into that just because they're fun to read and discover on your own. So that was a Pocket City app. It's available on the App Store for a very good price, and you can use it on both your iPad and your iPhone or any of your iOS devices. I highly recommend this game. It's a lot of fun. I actually think it surpasses SimCity in certain ways, especially SimCity Build It, which is a free-to-play game. This game you pay once and that's really it. It's all yours and you can do whatever you want with it. So I highly recommend this game if you're a huge fan of the SimCity series. So yeah, if you like this video, then please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up down below. And if you really like this video, then go ahead and subscribe. Until next time, guys.